Hello and welcome to a very special edition of Where's My Next Volume. To kick off our guest events of this year, I've wanted to have a little chat to Louie Joyce, who is an Australian comic book illustrator, to celebrate his big launch of his new comic book, Flying Forge, known as HAPHAVEN. Thanks for joining us, Louie.
Yes, thank you for having me. I'm very excited to be here.
Can you quickly, for people who don't know, tell us a little bit about what HAPHAVEN is?
Yeah, so HAPHAVEN is a YA graphic novel or comic about a young girl named Alex, who is on the eve of her 13th birthday, steps on a crack and literally breaks her mother's back. And it kind of triggers this journey to this mythical world of HAPHAVEN, which is connected to our world and is kind of the source of where superstitious power and belief comes from. And it just gets crazier from there. But at its core, it's about Alex. It's about taking control of your destiny and family and all these kind of things that we can all relate to, I think. And
Alex is mostly motivated by superstitions and luck.
Yeah.
Are you yourself, do you believe in superstitions?
no, I'm not. I'm not particularly superstitious, but as a kid, I do remember avoiding cracks because you know that game, you don't step on a crack and you'll break your mother's back. So when I heard that in the pitch, I was immediately drawn to this book for that reason. And I can remember looking for four-leaf clovers and throwing salt over my shoulder and all these things when I was younger. So there's something inherently appealing about those things, and the idea that if you do it, it'll give you good fortune. It'll give you good luck. So. But now as an adult, I'm not like overly superstitious. I'll touch wood if it's within reaching distance, but if it's not, I'm not going to go out of my way to find it. Obviously for her, it's so much more because it's brought on by this kind of family lore and also this significant kind of trauma that she's suffered.
I noticed throughout the book there's a lot of little genres drip-fed throughout the book. It starts off in a little bit of a cowboy western, and there's a little bit of steampunk, a little bit of like classic fantasy and like fairy tales. How was that as a creative process, I guess, having all of these different genres and settings in one?
It was awesome because it allowed me to just have so much fun on the page. Like there was so much visual interest and so much for me to draw upon. I'd love to do a Western book, but I never thought I'd be particularly, I didn't know if I would be a good fit for a Western book. But drawing those story elements was like so much fun, and I would love to do something more in that wheelhouse. And then the 80s Spielberg kids on the bike era, like I got to draw a sequence which is like that. And I love that. I think there's a lot of potential within the greater world of HAPHAVEN for revisiting.
That's so great to hear, because on the way it ends, I just almost want to revisit that world.
Yeah, I would love to. Like it was, and there's a map. I got to do a map illustration, which I love map illustration. I was obsessed with maps when I was younger, and I don't think certainly in a comic, I haven't done a map illustration yet. And Norm Harper, the writer, who is a fantastic writer, and I had such a great time working with, he encouraged me to just go crazy with that. He had a lot of great ideas, and I had a lot of great ideas, and that was kind of a large part of the whole book. It was a really, really great collaborative process, and I think we came together to make something that neither of us could do by ourselves or with other artists. Like it's very uniquely ours in a way, and it's one of the things I love about comics, and especially collaborative comics.
Is that sort of creative teamwork process?
Like you come together as a unit to create something that is a pure expression of your kind of idea, this kind of story that you're trying to communicate. And it pushes you into areas you wouldn't go, because I do my personal comics as well. I do autobio and short comics and things, but when you work as part of a team, when it works well, it's just really, really fulfilling. And I love that.
That's so great. For anyone who hasn't read HAPHAVEN yet, you need to read it right now. It is a wonderful comic book. I read it over like a day or so, and it is currently one of my favorite family-friendly YA comics of the year, and that says something because Bloom came out this year and Heartstopper.
High praise.
Yeah, high praise indeed. For more manga, comics content, make sure to follow our YouTube channel, Where's My Next Volume. And Louie, where can people find you?
I am at louiejoyce.com and at Louie Joyce on Instagram, Twitter, and I have a Facebook page as well, but Instagram, Twitter are usually the best places, so yeah.
Great. Until next time, bye.
Bye.